go through it or put it up on screen, but.
Or ask if someone wants to see it.
The screen, that should still work.
Yeah.
So what? You can hear audio through here? I think from the computer mic, nothing coming through here, right, to Zoom?
There is anybody tuned in during the Zoom, I can't see it.
So audio on Zoom off? But it can't hurt, right? So I've got this turned all the way up.
Dan, can you speak for a little bit? That's not good. Just speak.
Hello? Hello?
Who's getting it okay?
Testing 1, 2.
You can turn your mic off though.
Yeah.
Okay. I usually don't anymore. The first time I turned on in time, it's over.
Wow. Give me one moment to get to the good camera.
I'm just gonna.
Planning commission. Whatever.
March 31st.
I'm tired of it.
I know.
You're doing real.
Yeah, correct.
This is not unusual.
Okay, I am recording on Zoom and launching Granicus in just 1 second.
What?
Recording in progress.
Oh, it's computer coming through speakers?
Yeah, so that does nothing. You can turn off it. All the sound is coming through here, so he hears me extra, so I need to be quieter. You guys got to be louder.
Zoom is working properly and it's recording good, right?
But it's recording on my laptop. This is the microphone right here, so you have to be loud to my direction.
The March 31st meeting of the Clayton Planning Commission. I think we'll do a visual. You can do a roll call, please.
Yeah, we will attempt to do a roll call. I'm still trying to remember the order, or not the order, the roles, everything. So Chair Richardson.
Here.
Vice Chair Bonchero.
Present.
Commissioner Schulman.
Here.
Commissioner Casagrande, absent. Commissioner Berzovich, absent. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. I ask you to join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next, we have item number 4, the acceptance of the agenda. There's only one item. We'll move on. Item number 5, public comment. Is there anyone here wishing to speak on an item not on the agenda? Seeing none, I will close the public comment. And now move into item number 6, the public hearing. And I'll turn it over to staff.
We have a roll, we can clear off the sound. For both of these. Okay. Okay, well, yes. Good evening. My name is Craig John. I'm a senior planner with community development, the city of Clayton. This evening, we are here to review a municipal code text amendment. The full subject is is to approve a resolution number 04/2026 recommending that the city of Clayton adopt an ordinance amending the Clayton Municipal Code subsection 1736.079 to chapter 1736, which are general regulations of Title 17, which is the city's Clayton zoning code, to add specific language that allows certain residential as by right uses in specific affordable housing and defining by right as it relates to certain affordable housing. Okay. Recommendation is to receive a project overview, conduct a public hearing, accept written and spoken testimony, and then close the public hearing and adopt the attached resolution recommending that the City of Clayton City Council approve the ordinance as proposed. Turning now to page 3. This is the background of the project. On January 23rd, the City of Clayton certified the final environmental impact review, and in January 2024, the City Council adopted amendments to the official zoning map, municipal zoning code, and Title 17 as anything related to the housing element update. The housing element update from here on abbreviated HEU and the zoning amendments were forwarded to the State Department of Housing and Community Development Agency in Sacramento. These then, since then, the city has been in discussions with the Department of Housing and Community Development, who has requested that there be refinements and adjustments. Thus far, there have been 2 amendments to the municipal code. And the current amendment, as I mentioned, refines the previous amendment, which was done just past January of 2026, was adopted by the City Council and related to section 1736. Well, actually, I'm sorry, created 1736.079. The current amendment refinements are 3 parts. 1, sites identified to accommodate shortfalls in the regional housing needs assessment be allowed by right when at least 20% of the homes are dedicated to affordable housing. 2, ensure that rezone requirements prevail in cases where a base zone has lower densities than those required minimums, which is 20 units per acre. And then 3, the term by right, as it relates to housing, is required by state standards to be supported in code where it previously was not. The actual amended text amendment. As I mentioned, there are 3 parts in this slide in the PowerPoint. They are color coded in 3 different shades of basically blue. I'm going to read the entire text amendment and read the entire text, and then I will address each one individually. Pursuant to Government Code 65583.2C, a non-vacant site that has been identified by the Housing Opportunity Site in the city prior to the housing element and vacant site that has been included in 2 or more consecutive housing element planning periods shall be allowed residential use by right for housing developments where at least 20% of the units are affordable to lower income households. In addition, pursuant to Government Code Section 65583.2C, H, and I, sites identified to accommodate the shortfall for the lower income RENA identified in Program D2 of the housing element shall be allowed residential use by right for housing developments where at least 20% of the units are affordable to lower income households. Requirements pursuant to Government Code 65583.2C, H, and I, including minimum densities and residential requirements, shall prevail over regulations as allowed uses of the base zones. Pursuant to Government Code 65583.2I, the development shall comply with all objective development standards, and proposed subdivision of the property shall be subject to applicable law. If applicable, such project shall be subject to design review. By right shall mean that the city review of the project may not require a conditional use permit, planned unit development permit, or other discretionary local government review or approval that would constitute a project under the California Environmental Quality Act as defined by Government Code Section 65583.2. Now, having read that, maybe we're able to hear the three sections that are being added as the amendment to this section of code. Those being first, the pursuant to Government Code 65583.2 C, H, and I, that sites identified to accommodate the shortfall of the regional housing needs assessment as identified in Program D2, which is a state requirement, be allowed by right to develop if they provide at least 20% affordable housing. Two, requirements pursuant to Government Code 65583.2 C, H, and I, including minimum densities residential requirements, prevail over regulations and allowed uses of the base zone. What that means is that if there is a proposal for one of the housing, one of these sites that is identified to address or accommodate the shortfall in housing for the regional housing needs, assessment, despite whatever the underlying zoning is, whether it's 10 to 20, they need to be, and this is typically institutional designated zoning, that it be allowed, if it provides 20%, to develop 20 units per acre. So, and then three, by right, is now defined in the Clayton Municipal Code per this section as it relates to certain types of housing development. And that is that it may not require conditional use, land use development, or other discretionary approval that would constitute a project under the California Environmental Quality Act. It's basically saying the sequence. That concludes my presentation. Please, I am available for any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions of the senior planner? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion.
Motion to approve. Motion to approve resolution number 04-2026, recommending that the city council of the city of Clayton adopt an ordinance amending the Clayton Municipal Code to amend subsection 17.36.079 to chapter 17.36 general regulations of title 17 zoning, add specific language allowing certain residential as by right with specific affordable housing, and defining by right as it relates to certain affordable housing.
We good?
Yep.
All right, it's been moved. Everything he just said.
I second.
We have a second. Unless there's discussion, we take a vote.
Yep, I'll take roll.
Been moved and seconded, we'll take a vote.
Mostly formality, but Commissioner Schulman?
Aye.
Vice Chair Bonchero?
Aye.
Chair Richardson?
Aye.
All right, motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, the motion carried. Any other business?
Resolution. No, we do not. It does not appear that we have anything else on the agenda for this evening. I've got no reporting out and no staff announcements.
Okay, it's I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 7:28. Adjourn.
Thank you very much.
Recording stopped.
Check 1, 2. Check, check, check.